Good day to you. I am the Chief Executive Officer and also the founder of Software Company. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce you to our company's pitch deck. We offer a B2B travel management platform through which our clients can save a substantial amount of money each year, up to $25,000. Why business travel, you might ask yourself? Business travel is a truly enormous and expensive industry, with countless trips and journeys constantly taking place across the entire globe. Last year, in 2023, there were approximately 445 million trips taken all around the world. And the main problems that companies are currently facing are the significant expenses they must bear for the employees who are responsible for organizing all these trips within the company. It's also essential to constantly oversee that employees aren't spending unnecessary money and that they are purchasing services which strictly adhere to the company's travel policy. Furthermore, we need to effectively manage the entire process. The process of obtaining the handling of expenses for various checks and invoices received from your suppliers. Or alternatively, you might spend a significant amount of time negotiating and finalizing contracts with these suppliers and then still have to actively manage the entire process of your ongoing relationships with them. All of this happens automatically on our platform. There is a possibility for employees to independently book these services, which allows the company to avoid using additional staff. Also, in automatic mode, you can to manage travel policies, that will prevent employees from spending more funds than initially planned. And all these services, which are purchased through our system, are paid for via an invoice issued directly from our company to the client. This is very convenient. You don't need to spend a lot of time managing this entire process. How does it all actually work? It's quite straightforward. We simply sign a contract with your company, then we provide the necessary access, and within the system, your employees or assistants can easily purchase all the services that we currently have available. These are train tickets, flight tickets, and hotels. All services are booked online, stored in your account, and sent to your email. How do we make money? Well, that's 10% we get as commission from suppliers. We also charge a fixed service fee for every client booking made within the system. Business travel is a very large market. Last year it amounted to 1.3 trillion, and up to a trillion is booked through various applications. So, we envision ourselves in the European Union market, which amounts to over 230 billion. That's 13 million within 2 years, specifically after entering the European market. So what truly sets us apart from our competitors is the availability within our system of local suppliers such as Uxaliznitia or local hotels in smaller towns. And we conducted an analysis. The large companies that compete with us don't offer this. They provide more frequently used routes or major cities. For smaller ones, it's practically impossible, and it's not very convenient. All of this will have to be processed manually, and that's just extra time, offering no real benefit. We've also identified the lack of business taxis. We plan to introduce this service very soon, either through Bolt or Uber Business. This will also allow us to manage the booking process for these services because clients use them. In order to encourage our employees to independently make their own bookings within our system, We are currently developing a comprehensive gamification strategy. This is designed to provide a strong incentive for our clients, ensuring they are more than through an assistant. They made reservations themselves, right? And it's also on our shortlist. We understand that this is a very interesting technology. We're going to be adding this into our system. This is the roadmap that we have for the nearest future, specifically focusing on our market entry into Poland. We chose Poland because it is the closest country to us. We understand the mentality, and it also has a very large economy. Many companies are using these services, and we understand that. We are confident that with our application, we will successfully manage to, in just 11 months, already achieve that vital break-even point, pause, and then see a significant further growth in our monthly recurring revenue, reaching a substantial 30,000 euros per month, pause. And following this, we will already be planning the subsequent round of fundraising, as well as our entry into those markets that are also of significant interest to us. This could potentially occur in parallel, perhaps even more quickly than anticipated. Well, this is precisely how we've planned it. We've thoroughly calculated and accounted for it within our financial model. So let me share just a little bit about the traction that we are currently seeing develop here in Ukraine. Our total revenue for the past year amounted to 3.2 million. And we are growing quite rapidly here in Ukraine. This year, in just the first month alone, we've already generated over 1 million in total revenue, and our monthly recurring revenue, or MRR, is now at around $40,000 plus. So our clients, the ones who are actively using our application, and also a few words from them about the use of the system. Our team. I am the CEO and founder. I've been deeply involved in the business travel market for a significant period, and it has practically always been our ambition and our plan to create something truly groundbreaking, something that no one else has ever attempted or achieved. And we are counted among the very first companies that were able to successfully introduce these specific services to the Ukrainian market. Alexander Shevchenko, our esteemed Chief Operating Officer, brings with him a wealth of experience in the fields of sales and strategic management. He previously dedicated more than 4 years of his professional career to an international company that specialized in providing comprehensive outsourcing solutions. At Dev, he possesses all the necessary tools, and furthermore he brings his own well-defined ideas on precisely how to effectively manage this entire process. Serhiy Kuturyashov, our Chief Technology Officer, plays a crucial role. He actively assists in the search for a dedicated team for development and for integrating additional capabilities into our system. Alexander Voloshin, our fundraising advisor, it is thanks to him that we are currently communicating with our audience. He also possesses a great deal of experience. For more than 3 years, he has been actively involved in this process and has been receiving investments for Platma and other startups. What exactly are we asking for? We are requesting $250,000. This specific amount is precisely what we need to successfully enter the Polish market. This specific amount of funding is what we require for the next 11 months in order to successfully enter the Polish market and establish significant traction with new orders there. We are currently raising capital under the terms of an equity round, which is valued at 10 million post-money. So, what is it that we are currently putting forward? This is a European jurisdiction, and it also provides a significant opportunity to establish greater and more transparent cooperation with the Polish market. So, thank you very much for your presentation. Goodbye.